I am Spectre. Welcome to Ape Academy.
Ready for some basic training Ape Escape style? Well then grab your PlayStation Portable and load up Ape Escape Academy.
Ape Escape Academy takes place almost right after Ape Escape 2. Spectre, the white monkey who became intelligent by wearing a Peepo monkey helmet, he's established a school in order to train his men, the Peepo monkeys, in order to conquer the world. This game is a collection of mini-games at that school.
You're in the Academy now. Look sharp by customizing your Peepo monkey.
You can choose between 6 different colors of pants: red, blue, yellow, green, light blue, and white. Each personality also varies. One is awkward, one's really short-tempered, and so on. Select a character, give him your name, and play the game.
In Academy mode, you'll need to pass 6 grade levels to graduate. Navigate through the tic-tac-toe style boards. Each box represents a different minigame challenge. Make a line by completing 3 minigames. Make enough lines and you're promoted.
After you complete the 6th grade, Principal Spectre is waiting for you on top of a 6-story tower that you have to climb up while trying your best to use Kung Fu. It's hard to imagine such a spectacular finale for a collection of minigames.
But it's a long climb to the top. There are over 40 minigames to master and several ways to play them on the PSP.
While it's hard to say that we've developed features of our game specifically for the PSP, we do have about 13 games in which 2 people can play by sharing one PSP in what we call share mode. The width of the PSP and its screen's wide viewing angle makes it very easy for 2 people standing side by side to play a game together. We took advantage of this in our design because we figured that if you were to play the game at all, then you would want to play the game together with friends, shoulder to shoulder. There's another mode called Ad Hoc mode, which uses ad hoc Wi-Fi communication. We have 4 games that support this mode, and if you have a friend who also has this game and a PSP, then you can battle each other. You can also exchange unlockable Peepo monkey figures by using this mode. So, not only can you battle, but you can also trade figures that you've collected throughout the game with each other. Having such a battle game as a place for tradable collectible figures should be a fun element in this game.
Switch over to Collection mode and you can play any of the 40 minigames endlessly. Check out the 1-meter dash. Or hold the PSP vertically to play Salvage. And try your hands at juggling.
My personal favorite is a game called Monkey Juggler, in which you must juggle continuously. This game is designed to be a single-player game. However, if we share the controller, by me controlling the right hand while my friend controls the left hand, just like this, right, left, it's actually quite fun to play with 2 people, so I often play this game with my child at home.
With all these games and different ways to play them, you'll definitely have your hands full. What's the best course to take?
Well, this is the hardest question. You can really play this game lightheartedly by yourself within a short period of time, or when those games become a part of the collection, you can play them endlessly. You can readily play a versus battle with a friend or also play cooperatively. I think that the best part or the most fun part of playing Ape Escape Academy is that you can enjoy these various ways of having fun rather than any particular game that you enjoy the most. Though it's also good to play it by yourself, please bring this game out and play it with your friends. I think the best part of Ape Escape Academy is that you can discover new gameplay by playing with your boyfriend or girlfriend, your family, your children, your father, your mother. So I hope that you'll have fun by sharing this game with everyone.
So if you want to get to the head of the class and be top ape, you'll have to matriculate and graduate from Ape Academy. One of the most famous icons, at least in his mind, of the video gaming world is finally getting his own game on the PSP system. And it's about time.
Okay, baby, I'll play along.
Ever since the first Jak and Daxter game, actually, people have been wanting to play Daxter and to play as Daxter. He's, in my mind, the best character in the series.
I mean, Daxter was this fantastic character, and he kind of had to ride around on Jak's shoulder for an awful long time. And now he sort of gets to take center stage.
Just give me the bug juice, Pops, and make it a double. I'll hose down every creepy crawly that moves.
Daxter is definitely a wiseacre. That was always kind of a contrast with Jack, who's more serious. Daxter's more crazy and fun-loving, and that's how the Daxter PSP is built.
It takes extra artistic effort to create a new and improved version of a familiar character, even if that character sees himself as pretty perfect already.
Everything with more than 2 legs start trembling, because the Daxtonator is in the building.
I wanted to bring in a little more flavor because we needed Daxter to be on his own, to look great on his own now that he's without Jack. For example, we added a fur on Daxter, which was one of the great things that actually brought, Daxter to a different level.
Daxter for PSP finds our intrepid hero on a search and rescue mission. After Jack was imprisoned at the end of the first installment of the Precursor trilogy, Daxter spent most of his time planning an escape for his heroic partner, mostly in bars. But now it's time to take action. Besides, he had to rescue him in time for Jack too.
Jack, hang on, buddy.
The story in that game is what happens in the last week or so of Daxter going to save Jack, which is the first thing we see in Jack 2.
Well, the first problem that Daxter has is he needs a job. He is out of money. He's not really very focused individual in a lot of ways. So he ends up scoring a job as a bug exterminator.
As you follow Daxter on the job, some familiar and not so familiar faces pop up in all sorts of locations in this full-size platformer.
The characters in the Daxter PSP game are mostly new. So there's Osmo, who is Daxter's boss.
They're extermination company. Let me get right to brass tacks, young man. I need someone like you. Someone with your ingenuity.
That's me.
And there's Taryn, who's kind of his competition, but also his love interest, and you know how that goes.
And you're too scruffy to be a creeper. So, what's your game?
I could ask you the same. Sweet cheeks.
And also, a really fun character in the game is Simon, who's Osmo's son, who's a dude.
Thanks, dude.
Welcome, dude.
Dude!
To develop Daxter, we actually used just as much resources as any PlayStation 2 title. The game in total has close to 20 levels. You get to go to places like the brewery and all these places around the city that you didn't get to see in the Jack games. You basically get, the story, the cutscenes, all the high-quality animation, the high production values, all in a handheld game and all in a smaller package, but without any compromises whatsoever.
As Daxter ventures and battles through this world, check out his cool new moves and even cooler weapons and combo attacks.
There are two things about Daxter that we really wanted to emphasize in how he moves and how you control him. We made sure that Daxter can get down on 4 feet and sneak past enemies, or he can climb walls on 4 feet. The second thing is Daxter's kind of crazy. And so the moves that he does have to have a certain amount of craziness to it. He gets really enthusiastic.
Lest Dax forget, the main mission is to save Jack, but it's so easy to get sidetracked. There are precursor orbs and skull gems to collect, secrets to discover, and levels to unlock. And at long last, Daxter rules the world. In his dreams.
We created some really, really challenging and neat mini-games based on the idea of Daxter taking a nap and dreaming that he's something fantastic.
Well, the dream levels was a chance for Daxter to fall asleep and become the hero he's never been.
I know Kung Fu.
As Daxter will tell you, small things come in great packages. No, it's great things come in small packages. Anyway, this is a great game for the PSP.
Daxter is really the first game on the PSP that gives you a full-blown action platform game experience on a handheld.
It was a huge undertaking. I think it was greater than we ever imagined it was going to be. It's been our whole life pretty much for 2 years with every guy in this place. Has poured everything he had into this game.
Daxter is going to be, a really big milestone on PSP to show what the platform really can do, and I think it's going to surprise people.
I mean, it's a blast. It's been a blast to develop a game for Daxter because he's such a fantastic character, and it'll be a blast to play it as well.
mean 10-4, or whatever.
You're my friend, so I'll let you have it. But as your friend, I beg you not to use it. He'll get the job done. He always does. Nothing can stop him. Anything between him and his target goes down. But you can't call him off. There's no do-over. No timeout.
You don't want to kill me, 47. I'm just like you.
Blood can't be unspilled. Once you call that number, blood is on your hands.
One of the great things about being in the PlayStation Underground is the chance to interact with some of the most passionate gamers around if you are selected to join the Gamer Advisory Panel.
What's good about the Gap is it gives people a chance to communicate with others and find out about games, get reviews, give reviews.
Well, it's a community of gamers, and you know how they think because you're just like them.
It lets you talk to other gamers out there.
Having an impact on, like it says, shaping the future of gaming.
It's one place where you have a group of people that are all there because they like games enough to tell their thoughts, basically, on an online forum.
I love being able to post and talk to other gamers who are really as intense on gaming as I am.
It makes me understand that Sony cares about what I think.
The Gap lets serious gamers connect online and meet up at cool and exclusive events. Past Gamer Advisory Panel events have given everyday players a chance to experience the extraordinary. Panelists have had the opportunity to win a trip to E3.
People who love games, they go to E3.
It's like a trip to the moon for me.
Wow, E3, that's pretty intense.
Sweet place to be in May.
Send me to E3.
It's paradise for gamers. I'm so happy to be here.
For the more adventurous, there was boot camp with the Navy SEALs.
You guys understand what's actually going to happen, right?
Not at all.
And you signed up?
Oh yeah, you're my boy!
I want to be broken by the seas.
One stoked Gap member hopped on the bus with the Vans Warp Tour.
I got accepted in the game advisory panel. So I was a member of that, and a little concert came by in my area, and they said, hey, we need local Gap members to help promote Sony. Then they say, they called me back about the day later, and they're like, would you like to go on the Warp Tour? So I was like, yeah, I want to go on the Warp Tour, and they're like, okay, your flight leaves tomorrow in Houston. It's cliche, but it's pretty much a dream come true.
And a lucky group of Gap members attended the unveiling of the PlayStation 3.
Wow, that was something, man. It was great.
Awesome. That was awesome. Awesome is inadequate as a word.
I was pretty stoked. I dug it. The game capabilities were just amazing.
I'm really looking forward to it.
They met the man who started it all, inventor of the PlayStation, Ken Kutaragi.
This is a dream. This is a real dream.
And most recently, the Gap went Hollywood at the PlayStation Band Together charity event. It was an afternoon full of music, media, celebrities, and of course no event is complete without lots of gaming PlayStation style.
I've had a great time. It was wonderful. It's a fun environment to be in.
It was also a chance for gamer advisory panelists to contribute to a charitable cause. And it's no surprise that it fell to a Gap member to impart some video gaming know-how to his teammates before the big competition on stage.
And we're going to kick.
As they say, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And if you're a gamer advisory panelist, next time it might just be you.
Man, being up on stage was absolutely awesome. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Wasn't frightening at all. It was awesome, and I really appreciate what they've done. It's a great community, and they're great people.